Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jake Element. So, guess what? I finally got my AR-15 pistol, California compliant. Okay, guys. Now, if you're interested in getting one of these, it's not going to be easy. There's a lot of methods you can go through in obtaining your AR-15 California compliant. Depending on what state you live in, Washington, Hawaii, California, there's a lot of states that are not going to allow you to have an AR-15 pistol unless it's fixed featureless magazine. So if it's fixed, then you're going to have to follow a couple of penal codes and protocols on what you can have on your firearm, like a buttstock. In California, in December, they're going to find out whether you can legally have one on your which is it's a brace on your AR-15 pistol. So a lot of states right now are going through different laws, especially with the 9th District Court and with all the bans on capacity magazines in California and different states. So if you want to get an AR-15 pistol, number one, you're going to have to pass a background check on firearm purchase and the certificate for the exam. Second, you're going to find a distributor, private seller, police officer, maybe a gun show, where they have legally been able to manufacture and sell you a AR-15 pistol. So depending on where you go and how you get it, like if you buy your own receiver and you build your own AR-15 and it's compliant in California or whatever state you reside on, then that's fine. But you have to be very careful with AR-15 pistols with LAPD, federal agents and sheriff's department, and martial law, and ATF especially. Because if you have purchased the AR-15 pistol, guys, ATF will know that you have one. And they might come knocking at your door to check if it's California compliant or the state where you reside, if it's legal the way you have it set up. So a lot of states, it's difficult to get an AR-15 pistol, like New York. So if you want to get one, number one, this one's made by Aero Precision. They manufacture the receiver and most of the parts. And then I went through VC Defense. They're located out in Thousand Oaks, and they built this AR-15 for me, and I love it, guys. This is amazing AR-15, guys. I don't like AR-15s, the regular ones. I've always been into the pistol ones, okay? I'm not saying that they're bad or anything, the AR-15s. It's just me, personally, combat, street fights, house invasion, vehicle weapon, these are the best weapons to use in the event of a street combat, going through a suburban neighborhood, clearing a house. These are going to be the best ones, guys. Now, a lot of states, fire ranges, when you go to different gun shops, you have to be careful because ATF does not allow you to shoulder this weapon. So when you I'm doing this I'm demonstrating, they will not allow you to shoulder it. Now, if you're at the firing range, you can do it and you probably get away with it, you know. But in a lot of cases, they don't want you shouldering your AR-15, guys. They don't, because that's the whole thing that the court and ATF and the laws are trying to get us to comply. They don't want us to shoulder it. It's no big deal. So you're going to have one of these buffer tube things with no stock, no brace. You could add a brace to it. You could own a brace. But technically, in December, when they decide whether you can have a brace on your AR-15, we're gonna see. So, and if you have one, you've committed a felony. So you're gonna want to make sure that it's compliant, California compliant, or the state where you reside. You gotta make sure, guys, that everything is legal. Because if you're going to the fire range, you got your AR-15 bag. It's all set up in here. It's locked and loaded. It's in your trunk, guys. And you get pulled over by a sheriff's department, let's say, and they have a search warrant for your vehicle, or it's ATF, or you get into some car accident, or anything happens, guys, where there's a mass shooting, or there's a robbery where someone's life is in stake, and you have to use your weapon to save them. Guess what? Once you use this weapon, and once it's reported to the police department, they're going to find if this is compliant, California compliant, and they're going to try to tear you down, prosecute you, and charge you with felonies and misdemeanors, because a lot of cops, guys, sheriff's deputies, LAPD, even federal agents don't understand the laws with these weapons, guys. They don't. And so if you get pulled over by a sheriff's deputy or LAPD or a detective, they're not going to really know the penal code section for these firearms, guys. So I suggest you look up the penal code for these guns, guys. The penal code I will look up for the pistol, AR-15 pistols, is 3605. There's a penal code and explains everything you need to know about the AR-15 compliant. There's a vehicle code, also known as the state of California 25610 penal code, when you're traveling with your AR-15 pistol. Now, 9 states, from all the states, there are 9 states that have legal laws whether you can have an AR-15 and if it's compliant. So depending on what state you reside on, you got to make sure that it's compliant. So if your AR-15 has a fixed magazine, it's the receiver is able to break down and you're able to disconnect it, then that is legal, and that's what they're looking for. So typically on this AR-15 here, so to let's say you want to break down the receiver and the upper receiver. So what you're gonna want to do is there's a buffer, there's a jogger nut right here, the kingpin. It's got a spring assisted loaded, guys, so it makes it really easy. It's simple, guys. A lot of people don't even know these are fixed magazines, guys. You're at the firing range, you don't even realize it because it's so quick, and you just release. That's it, guys. It's simple. You press those buttons, and yeah, it sucks. It's it's not like other assault. Oh, speaking about assault rifles and assault weapons, this is a semi-auto. Not all AR-15s are going to be semi-auto, guys. So as you can see, how this right here separates. You see that? You click it back on, guys. You reload. That's it, guys. It's simple like that. So you have the firing range. You got 10 rounds. Boom, 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 boom. All your rounds are gone. You press the jogger nut kit thing, and you release your magazine, guys. Put the receiver back in. Boom. You're good to go. That's it, guys. Now, if you're gonna get an AR-15 pistol, I recommend you go with VC Defense, guys, out in Thousand Oaks. I've looked into a lot of companies. I've searched for years for AR-15 pistols, guys, because I'm obsessed with these things, man. This is if I had to pick a weapon for apocalypse or the end of the world or civilian warfare, it would be an AR-15 pistol. You have your choices. You can pick whatever you want. You can take AK-47, you can take a machine gun, but this is practically a machine gun, guys. Why? Because look, not all AR-15s are going to have a gas release system inside the barrel, guys. Not all of them. This one comes with a gas release system in it. Also, once you purchase your AR-15, depending on what state you are and what regulations you have to follow, in my state, I was able to purchase it legally and have the distributor, the manufacturer, the seller, break down my firearm. And basically what they did is, let me show you here, guys. Give me 1 second. So what they ended up doing, guys, is making my firearm semi-auto. Now that is super cool, guys. Isn't that super cool, guys? Semi-auto. So who's not gonna want a firearm that's semi-auto, huh? I think it's the coolest thing. And so inside this compartment here, guys, there's a buffer tube. Okay. Now, depending on what buffer tube you have in there, you remove that one and you add. You can make it's a simple adjustment where you can make a semi-auto. Okay. So now, not all AR-15s are going to be able to. So you're not going to be able to make it semi-auto, but most of them you could make them semi-auto, and this one is semi-auto. So what does that mean? Well, technically, it simply allows you to hold down the trigger and repeatedly fire until you're out of ammunition, guys. So you can keep firing auto. It's auto firing, guys. Semi-automatic, guys. That's what's amazing about this firearm, guys. And like I said, depending where you get your firearm, how it's legally built, and whether you can make it semi-auto, you got to follow the laws. And when you make your firearm semi-auto, because if you're going to make it yourself, guys, you got to drill a hole into the barrel, then put the gas chamber into it. It's really hard. It's not easy as you think it is. So if you buy an AR-15 that's already made that way, once you purchase it, then you can have the manufacturer custom make a custom. Basically, what they're gonna do is make it semi-auto, and that allows you to hold down the trigger and shoot repeatedly, guys. So that's what's amazing about this firearm. That's why I love these firearms, guys. These pistols, and I'm gonna be upgrading soon. I'm gonna be getting nights. What basically is a scope, a night scope, night vision, and it's probably maybe like 300 yards to 250 yards. You can see your enemy at night, and you can get a red dot, you can get EOTech, you can get whatever you like, scopes, whatever you like, whatever you're into. I want to get a night scope, night vision. I would get there's other ones that I'm interested in getting, but right now I have my eyes set on night vision. It's gonna cost me about $1,000 for a night vision scope, but it's well worth it, guys. I'm gonna be upgrading my firearm pistol every month. I'm gonna be adding things to it: flashlights, lasers, and sights. The ones that are metal, and I'm gonna be so this one. See right here, guys. On the handle here, underneath, there's a little special compartment here. When you're traveling with your AR-15, guys, you can keep your paperwork inside here. Okay, I recommend you keep your paperwork that you get from the person who sold you the AR-15. In the event you get pulled over by law enforcement, you have paperwork in your handgun that's gonna verify to law enforcement that it's California legal compliant. They're not going to understand the laws. They're going to have to call a special detective to come and investigate your firearm and to make sure that it's compliant. Because just because you work for law enforcement does not mean you understand the penal code system. Laws change every year. Officers are just doing their job. They're trained to a specific measurement to basically uphold the law, but they're not going to understand everything about AR-15 pistols, guys. So if you do get pulled over, be patient. Understand they have a job to do. You don't got to tell them anything about your weapon in the trunk. You don't. That's none of their business. Unless they got a warrant to search your vehicle, then go ahead. But other than that, guys, this can remain locked in your trunk, in the locked container, locked to the vehicle, guys. And you can travel with this AR-15 to the range, to the gunsmith store, wherever you need to go, and lock and load it, guys. So unfortunately, in the state of California, they have a magazine capacity. You can't have more than 10 rounds in California, and I'm going to be switching out this magazine to a shorter length 10 round capacity magazine, because it's kind of annoying carrying this one. I don't need all this extra space if I can't even put 30 rounds in it. But there's a judge who's going to be basically trying to legalize high capacity magazines in all states, and hopefully it passes with a 9th district court. and we can all have high capacity magazines. But till now, you're gonna have to wait till Freedom Week. When Freedom Week comes, and those people who were able to purchase high capacity magazines during Freedom Week have high capacity magazines. Now, just because you legally own high capacity magazines in California does not mean you can use them at a firing range, guys. You can't. You can own them and hide them, but till further notice, until the law changes in the state of California, then you can start using high capacity magazines. But right now, you can't. So, um, like I said, in 1930 is when they made the law for basically machine guns, semi-automatics. They try to ban them, guys. They don't want those in the States. They don't. So if you want to make your semi-auto, follow the techniques, follow the regulations, follow the laws. Because if you own a fire gun, guys, you want to make sure that you're going to keep your firearm permits and you're not going to be breaking any laws. Because we want to stay law-abiding citizens, guys, no matter what. So you want to be responsible with your firearm. It's very important, guys, okay? So if you're interested in getting one of these, guys, follow my channel. I'm going to be little by little upgrading it, adding things to it. I'm going to make the best AR-15 in the state of California. I want to have the best AR-15 pistol in the state of California, and I'm going to have it, guys. Because I love weapons. It's my passion, and I know what it takes to make one of these, number one. So follow my channel, okay, guys? And you will learn how to get an AR-15 pistol like this one. You can even get a smaller one. Now, there are laws on a lot of states require you to basically, like, the barrel is 16 inches, shorter than 16 inches, that could be a violation. If the barrel exceeds more than 26 inches, there's so many laws on what you can have. Vertical grip, guys. If there's a vertical grip, guys, that could be a violation, guys. You got to be, they don't want any military AR-15 semi-automatic style weapons in the hands of civilians, guys. They don't. They're going to do everything possible to get rid of these. So you're going to want to get yourself one of these before that happens. And grandfather in. You know what I'm saying? Get it before they make these illegal, guys. Because they will make them illegal. Eventually, they're going to make them illegal. And if you don't have one now, I recommend you get one now, guys. So please, get one of these. They're beautiful weapons. I haven't taken it to the firing range yet. I will take it soon, guys. Let me get a couple of more upgrades. I'm going to go to the firing range, and I'm going to show you how this bad boy works. Okay, guys? Pretty much that's it. There's a lot more information on AR-15 pistols, but I want to keep this video short. I will be coming up with more videos, and I will keep you posted, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next Jake Element show, okay? You guys stay safe, stay dangerous, and remember, guys, follow the laws. Don't get busted by the cops. It's not worth it, okay? Catch you guys later in the next Jake Element show, okay, guys? See ya.